Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another CNC Router Mixer. Uh, we do these every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time inside of the hashtag CNC Router Tips group. If you'd like to join us, there is a link in the comments um, that will allow you to join us on the Zoom link, and you can talk, ask your questions, tell your stories, uh, brag about your new machine, whatever you like. We got you covered. Hey Scott, how goes it?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's been a busy week. Um, I sent the link out to the folks who normally show up for this, and hopefully some of them will join us today. I know we haven't seen Ned in a couple of weeks, so it should be interesting.
Yep.
So if you're out there, Ned, come and join us. Anyway, been working on anything good?
I've been working on a sign um in Vectric for a shop
Very
I
good.
used to work at.
Mm-hmm.
I can share that with you if you want to look at it.
Sure,
Maybe you can
sounds
give me
good.
some
Hang out.
some tips.
Right. I just enabled sharing, so you should be able to do that.
See if I can find it.
Yeah, you're new to Vectric software, aren't you?
Relatively new. Yeah, I've been experimenting with it for a few years. I played around with the trial program for a while, and then I finally got enough money saved up to buy it. But
Hmm.
I don't know if you can see it there. That's
Yeah.
what I got on it so far. I
Kennedy
used
Custom Cabinets LLC.
I used Sculpt OK to and I think I did it the 3D and Copilot or Chat GPT one. I can't remember. And then
Hmm.
took it into Sculpt OK and got all that worked out. But I haven't
Very
worked
nice.
on the time yet. I hadn't even looked at how long it would take to do this yet.
What bit are you using for the cabinet detail? Because that's going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah, I'm using half inch and then an eighth ball nose, half inch ball nose, eighth inch ball nose, and then a 30-second ball nose. Probably get by without using the 30 seconds since it's going to be not going to be up close.
How big is the sign?
It's 3 foot by 4 foot, something like that. Yeah, 3 by 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what you could do to check it out. You know that okay, I'm gonna say some things about VCarve and vector software in general. When you're setting up your um, project, the first thing you want to do is you want to determine what resolution you want to have. If you want to have a lot of detail on a very big sign, um, then you handle things differently than if you just want general details on a very big sign. Because VCarve is pixel based, so when you look into the setup of material that you have there, it's going to divide whatever the dimensions of your sign are by however many pixels you selected. You selected very high, so there's
Hmm.
going to be a lot of pixels in this project, but they're going to be spread out over the three. What do you got? 40 by 36. So
Yeah.
they're going to be spread out over a half a sheet of plywood. So um, when it comes to doing the details, like in this cabinet part here, you may want to run some simulations with the small bit, the medium bit, and the large bit to see what comes out in the drawing.
Right. Right. Uh,
because if you can get by without using the 30-second bit, because you think about how big is a 1/32 kerf, okay?
yeah,
When you're comparing it to 4 foot,
it's not very big.
right? So you may be able to do all of this detail work with, let's say, an 1/8 inch ball nose or a 1/2 inch ball nose, for that matter. I don't know, but you can
Yeah,
simulate it and you
I
can
thought
run
I
them.
had it. Thought I had it set on the maximum, but there's a process to do that.
Yeah, right where it says modeling resolution.
Yeah, but I know it's not showing the other ones on there. I think you got to hit shift or something before you go in there.
Yeah, I think very high is fine because
Yeah, yeah.
because of the size of this. Very fine gets really ridiculous. Um, so anyway, if you go over to toolpath tab and you pop that out,
Let me get these screens out of the way here where I can see.
mhm, uh, you've got a lot of toolpaths here.
Yeah, I've
Um,
got prism, curve, pocket, and then 3D finishing.
okay, so what is Prism Carve?
It's doing the chamfers on the text and around the border. I did a pocket. Let's see if I can let me
Move,
let
move, rotate the design again because we were missing the fact that this is a 3D design and not just a vector carved design.
yeah.
Okay, so you may have to use that 1/32 bit, um, but you may be able to, use a 16th or an eighth even to get the desired results. I didn't realize that it was 3D because you can't really see the relief.
Yeah, that's one thing. I got it set at 3/8 high,
Hmm.
but it's not showing up as good as I would like for it to.
Right. Um, why? Let's see. How thick is your material? It tells us
three
here.
three
It's three
quarters.
quarters inch. Yeah, so you're not going to be able to go much more than 3/8
Mm-mm.
and still have a um
The depth,
a sign that's still not so thin that it breaks apart.
right, right.
Yeah. So
That
there's a
pocket
couple ways
depth.
to approach this. Um, can we go to the 2D view of this? Um, okay, and zoom in on the. All right. I want you to go over to the left side of the screen. Stop uh, where the ruler bar is. Okay, and I want you to drag, click and drag. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until you get to stop to the 3D stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
to here.
Yep. Let it go. And then do it again and go to the other end of the 3D. Okay, good. Now bring one down from the top and to the top of the 3D stuff. It just has to, we're just trying to get a rough idea.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's good. And then do it again below the 3D.
I clipped out that shadow looking on the bottom down there, so that's not even gonna be
Okay.
in the carving.
So if you double click on the first line to the left, it will
This one,
open up a window. Yeah. Double click it. Try right clicking
right,
it then.
right click.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So it'll give you what its position is. All right. So
26 and a
26 and a
half.
half. Okay. And do the set the X and then do the same thing for the opposite one.
This one over here.
Yeah.
I got to get out of that, I think.
Hmm.
Okay, it's at
45,
45. Yep.
negative 45.
Yeah, negative 45.
0.383. What was the other one? Why do you have a negative value? You must have set this job up from okay, you set the job
Yeah,
up
I
from
set
the
up this corner up here,
okay.
the
So
right
was
hand
the
corner.
other one was also a negative number?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me see. Negative 26. Oh no, yeah, negative 26 and a half.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 26.5. Okay, let me see. 45.383 minus 26.5. So that's roughly 18, 19 inches distance, but for your X distance for your 3D carve, right?
Right.
Okay, and then probably if I was guessing 12 to 14 for the between the
Yeah,
top and bottom. We can do the,
that's
you can
that's
find out
about
for
what I
sure.
said. That's about what I scaled it at when I put it in.
Okay, let's get those numbers anyway, because uh, this will help somebody else.
So if I select the, should be able to select that,
Yeah, just select the bottom. No,
and
not
then
the. We're measuring. We're using the measuring lines.
oh, okay. So select these.
Yep, right click them, and
That
that's
says 30 point, negative 33/4
okay. And
from
what's
the
the other one?
top. Let's see this one.
You got to close that one first.
Yep. Oh, that's negative, or see, negative 16.
Okay, so 14 3/4. 75. 1475 is what that is. Okay. So if you have another piece of this board material,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is kind of, you can shut that window. Um, so I'm assuming that you were going to either V-carve or ball nose the Kennedy custom cabinets into the board, right?
Yeah, what I did was I made a pocket around this and all the letters and this outline that I did of the kitchen there,
Hmm.
and I did a pocket, and then I did basically a prism card. It was
Profile
a
cut
yeah,
or a
no,
prism
not
cut.
prism card, basically like chamfering the edges
Okay.
of the letters and the inside of the rectangle there. But
Okay.
it didn't do that in there. Then I came in and I did 3D carve to select the vectors on this, and it just carved just this
Right.
that you see with the vectors
Yep.
here. It won't let me
Here's what
select them.
yeah, don't worry about that. Here's what I'm suggesting. This sign is going to take a long time to make because you're removing a lot of material over a 4 foot area, and then you're doing on top of that a detailed 3D carve.
Hmm.
Okay, and with the resolution you set it at, it's going to take a long time because it's going to spend a ton of time dithering over little things like if you look where the B is in cabinet, where
Hmm.
where it goes up at the bottom and that little wing that flies out there at the top. I think
Hmm.
it's called a serif. I'm not sure. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's going to spend a lot of time trying to get that cut.
Yeah, it's not
It'll
3D carving this,
yeah.
the
No, I
letters,
know.
the text.
I
Yeah, it's just
understand that. It just
yeah.
but it's doing a pocket.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that seems to be when I look at the time, it seems to be a lot of times being pocketed,
Yes.
especially
So
on the small bit.
so I'm thinking from a purely time-based thing. If I were doing this sign, and there's other people who may have other opinions on it, um, and this may seem wasteful from a material standpoint, but I'm going to tell you what it does is going to cut this job in half at least. Um, okay, you've got
Hmm.
a 4 foot by 3 foot sign basically.
Right.
Okay, so you went out and you bought a board.
Hmm.
The board was probably 8 foot by 4 foot, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I haven't bought it yet, but that's what it'll be. Yeah, four by
yeah,
eight.
yeah,
So there'll be some left over.
yep. So after you cut your 4 by 3 piece from the board, you're going to cut a 20 by 16 piece, let's say,
Right.
out of that. Okay. Where did I come up with that number? I gave myself some extra room to clamp.
Right. Right.
Okay. Because you have an 18 point, you've got basically 19 inches um, on your 3D carve by 15 inches. Okay.
Give it at
So,
least an inch all the way around. Yeah.
yeah. So I give myself a little extra wiggle room. Now, you can set the depth of this 3D carve to nearly full depth. I mean, you could set it to, so you got 3/4 inches. You could set it to uh, 70.70 or something like that. I wouldn't
Right.
suggest going that low, but then it would really stand out, because now it's a deep carve. But what you
Right.
do, let's leave yourself at least an eighth of an inch above that bottom final depth, at least. And you can go higher, 3/16, whatever, a 1/4 inch, whatever that number is. You've got now a deeper 3D carved element, right? And
Hmm.
you use that vector that's around where the cabinets go. You see, I can see the line. You can see it too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You select that and you pocket that to whatever the depth of what that 3D carve was that you just
Make
did.
an inlay basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had a quarter, let's go with a 1/4 inch because that's easy to remember. If you had left a 1/4 inch, you cut away a half-inch depth 3D carve, basically, right?
Hmm.
That leaves a 1/4 inch. And you pocket this a 1/4 inch. Now, and you use the inlay feature to, make sure that you have enough cutter compensation so that it's a slide-in fit. It's not a press fit or anything like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you know how to do that.
Yeah.
Um, so now you've got a 3D carving. You put it into the thing. It only spent the time pocketing out this little area here
Yep. Yep.
on the sign. You could do the same thing with the letters if you want
Hmm.
and make them prismatic one at a time and pocket that and just drop them in
Right.
because it's a lot easier to cut a 3D design that's this big, a lot faster to cut
Yeah.
that little 3D design and then to cut prismatic letters. It's not going to take very long at all, especially if they're all laid out right next to each other, right?
Right. Right.
Like this would be. And you just pop them in.
Yep. I believe we
And you,
talked about that last week too,
yep.
doing
And
it
you
something
save
similar.
so much time and machine time on this project because it's only cutting small sections. And if you really felt like you wanted this all to be sitting in a pocket, you could put molding around the edge, or you could, make a
Yeah.
take a sheet of instead of
Or just
three
pocket out this
quarter,
whole
yeah, three instead
pocket.
of three, you take a half-inch piece of the material and you put it around. I'm assuming you're not using MDF.
No, no, no. He's going to use that polystyrene that like you use for decks and stuff.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what he's going to use.
yeah,
Yeah.
PVC.
It's not PVC. It's a it's that synthetic wood like you use for making decks and outdoor furniture, like those
Yeah.
Adirondack chairs you see. Yeah, it's
Yep.
the same type of stuff.
Yeah. Can't remember
Unless
the
I can
brand
talk them
name.
into
Was it
buying
a
some.
Trex or something like that? I can't
Yeah,
remember the brand name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's a dense plastic. Um,
yeah. Almost like a cut, those synthetic cutting boards, basically. Yeah,
yep. So, that's one way to um, decrease the cutting time on this. Because otherwise, you spend a lot of time waiting for it to pocket out stuff and, hoping that you got uh, with these real thin lines like the E
yeah.
and
When it
everything,
gets,
your bit has to be able to go into the opening on the E in
yeah,
order to cut around inside of there. And then it's
yeah.
just not.
It does all that with the 1/8 inch. When I do all these little areas, it goes back and does a lot with the 1/8 inch
Yeah, and that's
cleanup
that's
cutter.
probably a 10-inch area or something like that. Really crazy
Yeah.
that it's trying to
See,
remove with an 1/8 inch bit. So
just out of curiosity, to see what the
so that's
oh
80 passes.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just something to consider. Um, and if unless you've calibrated the clock ratio on the toolpath thing, uh,
It's at
scale
3.5.
factor, yeah, maybe you
Yeah,
have already.
yeah.
Um,
I did not a sign like this, but I did a tabletop for a guy, and it was just pockets.
mhm.
He's going to do a epoxy inlay, and it took like 45 minutes, and I used that, I calibrated it by that.
Okay.
It was about the same size.
Yeah. I like this.
Uh,
There's nothing I'm really, seeing that is screaming it needs work or anything. The sign is there. There's lots of negative space. It's nice. Um, I'm just trying to think of ways that you can save machining time so that the job is profitable.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not going to. He's doing. It's the owner, the shop owner that's going to be doing it. So
Hmm.
I mean, it's nothing. I'm not going to make any. I'm not going to charge him nothing. So
Yep.
I'm not worried about it. It's just experience for me
Sure.
and him too, But
Hmm.
somebody's going to see that probably and say, "Hey, I want one of those," you know,
That's what you hope for. Yeah.
because that's exactly what happened. He saw that table that guy did, guy that works for him, and he said, "Well, I want you to do a sign for me."
Hmm.
So that's
But
what I came
that's
up
kind
with.
of the way I would approach this. Anytime I can cut out letters and inlay them, they're not inlay. They're really just pocketed in. But
Yep. So I mean, the hold down issue, it seems like that would be counterintuitive to because you got all these letters that's going to be fairly small. If you cut them out individually, then you got issues with moving. You got to hold them down somehow.
hmm
But
and they have
but
to hold together because this font for the Kennedy has a lot of areas where it's very thin,
yeah, yeah,
and so things like that can snap. So
yep. And I got
yeah,
it set up. I got the toolpath set up for the pocketing, so to do the prison carve first, and then go and do the pockets behind it. So it's already did all that, and it's not really putting any pressure on these thin spots that much,
yeah.
except for when it comes in with that 1/8 inch cutter, and it's an
Is
upcut.
is this the font that he already uses in business?
Close to the one he's got on his sign out front. This is going on the side of his building. He's got one that he done. It was done with like a vinyl
Sure.
type
Zoom,
sign.
yeah, zoom in on the Kennedy. Okay, and slide it
I
over.
could,
And slide it over. I wanted to see the whole Kennedy.
oh,
Okay.
like that.
A little more. My eyes are old. Okay. Little
Let me
more.
move, let me move you out of the way.
Yeah. Too much. There we go. All right. Because the areas that you're going to have problems on the K is right there. Yep.
Yep.
And also getting into that whole pocket for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right in between here.
Yep.
So I might pay me to look at a different font, hadn't it?
Yeah. It might one with a little less narrowing.
Yeah. A little more
Especially if it,
blocky.
yeah, especially if it doesn't matter to the guy.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
nothing that they picked out or anything. It's just something I came up with.
yeah. I mean, it looks good. It's a good font, but it has its perils.
Yeah. I
Um,
think that would be an issue if I cut them out one at a time. Cut
yeah,
like this K out. I think it would probably break, snap, and break off. Is what
yep,
I'm afraid of. And the tail on the E, you
yeah,
know.
yep. Now we're zoomed in on this, and we're thinking, oh, it's only this big, but in actuality, it's probably this big.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you were to measure using the measuring tool, you could hit cancel or whatever on the job setup over there. It says cancel at the bottom of your. Yep,
That's why I can't click on nothing. Ain't.
yep.
Let's see. Let me keep
Um,
moving us out the way here. So measure tool
there's
here.
yeah. You zoom in on that, you can get an idea of how.
Go horizontal
I just do vertical, but horizontal works too.
or length, angle dimension. So from here to here, that's 0.11407. So that's not very big.
Nope.
Let's see what angle is.
I don't think the angle matters a whole lot uh,
Let's
for
go
this
with
discussion. But
length.
it's how big a bit can you fit through there?
Yeah.
Will a quarter inch or an eighth inch bit fit through there? Maybe the 32nd bit will definitely fit, but um,
Yeah, it's not even using that on the letters. So
yeah,
0.0905.
yeah.
It's going to
So
probably leave material. It's going to leave quite a bit of material in there because it's not going to, it'll fit in between here uh,
and profile.
when I do the, what do you call it? Uh, where you, look at it. Let's see. Let me close
When you
this
do the
out. Let's
preview,
preview. Yeah.
yeah,
Let's see what it does here. Let's reset preview. And let's do the pocket one first. That's going to be the bigger cutter.
you expect the bigger cutter to leave material.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a lot of time.
yeah. You just by the simulation, sometimes you can say, "Oh man, it's going to take a long time to cut that," even
Yeah,
though the
and
simulation's going fast.
you can
When
also
it,
look and it'll see there's more than one pass too.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I'm going to do it in one pass because he's got a roughing cutter. I'll probably do it and go down and leave like uh zero point zero 0.02 or something with a roughing cutter,
hmm
and then come back with a end mill, flat bottom end mill, and clean it up, the rest of it. I can go a lot faster like that. I can go to full depth with that roughing cutter.
hmm And see the other thing is if you notice on your letters, you zoom in on those. folks will see what we're talking about. There are a lot of spots with the roughing cutter where the bit can't even get in.
Yeah.
Like in the, you can see that it got into a portion of the E and a portion of the D, okay? But like the M down here in
It didn't
custom,
get, yeah, I didn't
you
get
know,
none of that.
yeah, the A in cabinet, it couldn't get in there and it couldn't get into the N. Not a problem because this is the first roughing cut with a big bit. Now you go in and you do your next cut with the smaller bit. I don't know what you called
It's a
out
bit,
this one.
it's an eighth inch end mill.
Yep. And
Let's see, preview selected.
cool. Yeah. So it's still not getting it all at the 1/8 inch bit. Um,
It's good doing
yeah,
it in
let it.
multiple passes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I had to do that entire pocket on the M with that 1/8 inch
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably a 3/16 would be better. Really. I
3
mean,
sixteenths would be bigger, right?
yeah, it'd be bigger, but
Yeah.
you could, yeah, it'd be another tool change. You could do a 3/16 then a eighth, but I
Yeah.
think
I
that
mean, how
got
many
it.
times you want to change tools? Um,
It don't
and
matter
do
to
you
me.
have
I'm
a
not changing.
do you have
Auto tool
a touch
changer.
off plate that sets the height
It's
for each
it's an
bit?
auto measure. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. What did you do? Did you just reset your preview
Mm-mm.
or no? Okay.
It just finished it.
All right.
Finished
So
the puzzle.
zoom in the letters. We'll see how we got, how far we got. Okay,
Actually
we're
got up,
almost there. The N and the N's and the we're real close
and then when we
with
do
just those
the
2 bits. Yep. Now you set this up for rest machining where it's only machining the part that it did get to, right?
yeah on the 3D carve, yeah, I'm using rest machine on that.
Or did you use
Now
it on the pocket as well?
that's what that eighth inch was,
Okay. All right. So what
because I
is
used on
next?
the prison carve that should come in and clean up, get everything nice and sharp. So let's
Go
look at
ahead.
that one. Oh, it's doing that again. I didn't click the right one. Let's see. Let it finish that. Come into prism carve. I reckon it's working. Let's see. Did I do preview?
The line is moving. So it's still
No.
calculating.
Yeah, I don't see the cutter.
It hasn't started cutting yet.
It's cut. Oh, it's going through that pocket one, ain't it?
Yep.
Let me redo that. There we go. Oh, it's going fast there. You can see where it came in and
Hmm.
kind of got all that. That's where you can tell where it's real thin right there.
Yeah.
That's got a lot to do with how deep I got that prism carve going.
Yep.
I've only got it set to go point two something, I think.
Hmm.
Let's see. Edit. It is set to go 0.23.
Yeah.
So it's not doing a full depth prism. Well, I just lost it. There we go.
Hmm.
Good. And then The next one would be the 3D Finish Clear 1,
Mm-hmm.
which is that. Zoom in where we can see it here.
Hey, Tally.
Hey, what's going on?
We're going through Scott's
Here's the,
sign. Hope you're doing well today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that's the sign man right there now.
Uh,
Yeah.
Let's see. Preview selected.
Mm-hmm.
Slow that down a little bit. This is a 1/2 inch cutter now. Ah, got that one.
Yeah. You have to click down below to
Got,
select which toolpath you want to simulate,
yeah,
and it's got to be highlighted, not the other one. It's got to be blue.
yeah. It should be done, I think. Let me go ahead
Yeah,
and
it's
try
done.
this
Go
one.
ahead.
There we go. I don't have very much cutting over. What do you call it?
Where it's
Machining
moving. Yeah.
past it and rolling down to. I call it rollover.
Yeah.
But
You could always set the cut angle to like 30 or 40 degrees or something like that, and it'll go down this way
yeah,
as well. So Tally, here, in case you missed it, this is Scott's. Uh, Scott is doing a sign
okay.
uh, for for his boss's shop, and he's
Mm-hmm.
got a 3D element here that he just carved, the cabinets, um, and he's got some prismatic letters all sitting inside of a pocket on the sign. And
Okay.
my advice to him was, unless he just wanted to sit there and watch the machine go for hours and hours and hours and hours, would be to come in and take a flat piece of wood and do pockets inlays into this big piece of wood for the Kennedy Custom Cabinets LLC and for the 3D artwork, and then just cut the small 18 by whatever piece for the 3D artwork as a separate thing. He could go as deep as he wanted, set it as,
And
uh,
set it on there.
yeah, and do the same with the letters. And it would save him a whole bunch of time versus pocketing out all of that stuff and having the software purposely trying to miss items as it's trying to cut all this out.
Right.
He's got like a 6 hour and change estimate on this job, but I think he could get it down somewhere around 3.
Yeah, I would. So the Kennedy Custom Cabinetry LLC. That's how much is that raised off the flat piece?
it's the pocket depth is. Let's see. Let me see.
Just hover
Uh,
over it. Hover over it. It'll. If you hover over the flat spot, it should show at the bottom of the screen. Yeah.
And you
So
and you can
probably
zoom in
about
on the area of
716. Yeah.
the screen that you're focused on.
So you're a little less than 716 in depth. Okay. And then click on hover over like the C of your prism. So that's at 0. And then hover over the chamfer part of that C. About right there. Okay, so you're talking to go a little bit lower. Go down. Okay, so you're almost talking about 1/8 of an inch. That's really not a lot
Hmm.
when you look at it. Um,
Hover over the plane area as well. Yeah,
yeah.
right there. We got.
So that's less than that's a little less than 716. That's not really much of a depth. I mean, you can see it, but it's not a very profound um distinction.
Yeah,
see what that pocket was.
because I was saying, if he if he took the 3D part and he just used another piece of this board and he set it so that he cut the relief to half inch deep, he'd still have a quarter inch uh, left from the full depth of that uh, sheet, and he could
Mm-hmm.
pocket a quarter inch and drop it right in, and it would be good, and the board wouldn't be flimsy.
Right. Yeah. 'Cause how thick is the board? What's the thickness?
Three
Three
quarter.
Three
quarters.
three quarter, yeah.
So you only really got 3/8.
Yeah,
You could have
the
way.
pocket is point what did it say max depth 0.4654,
Yeah.
so not quite a half inch.
Hmm. What kind of wood is it?
It's going to be made out of that synthetic wood like you use for doing decks and like outer on deck chairs and stuff. That
Oh,
polystyrene or whatever it's called.
okay.
Either that or sign foam.
Mhm. Also,
They're both about the same price, I think.
the other thing he's got to worry about here is those with this font, uh,
Yeah,
those very thin.
I think I'm gonna change the font now that
Yeah,
because I'm concerned about if anybody does any sanding at all right there on that E, it's gonna be
a broken E.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's too thin, definitely.
I mean, it looks good, but there's probably other similar fonts that have slightly wider
Mm-hmm.
areas to give yourself, don't go asking for trouble.
Yeah, and these last two 3D finishing is it's not really doing a lot there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I could increase the uh let's see, edit here, but that's just going to add more time. Where you increase the minimum detail, I got it hiked up a little bit, but not much.
The last taper bit? The one that say point 0.6 on the degrees. What is that? Click
That
on the
is,
information. What's the radius
it's
of
a
that bit?
it's a 30-second. The radius is 64th.
Okay.
Let's see, we go edit. It is. It's got a
64.8%. Okay.
An awfully fine bit for a.
yeah, it
That is
is
that is a fine bit.
Yeah.
Um
16th. I got a 16th too, so I
I
mean
would
16th probably better.
why did why do you have the so really you don't have to have a eight well, let's see. If it's already a 64th in a radius, you don't need to be at 8%. You're not going to even see that. It's at some point, a lot of people get confused as they think that you have a small bit and you go a smaller step over. At some point, you're not even carving anymore. You're cutting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
probably 10 or
I
15%
actually think
maybe.
it's like 15% because if you break it down in fractions, let's say that's a what you say that was a
64.
the
60
64
radius, yeah,
50%, 50%, you know,
is a
that's
30
30
seconds.
second.
it's going to bring you 30 seconds, you know. So if you
And
start breaking it down, you don't need to go 8%, you
yeah,
know, you only
That
need
by
small
itself will
step over.
speed it up. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you only need smaller step overs if your bit is larger. So such as for like when I do carvings, if I'm doing anything larger than an eighth of an inch up, then I use a smaller step over. But if I'm going smaller with like a 16 or a 30-second or something like that, I don't use a small step over because at some point you're not even cutting anymore.
Yep.
You're well, you're
wasting
not
time.
carving anymore. You're cutting, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's when the actual design start looking very messy because
Yeah.
now you have cut lines. You don't really have step over lines.
Yeah. So let
so jump it up to about 30%
Yeah,
even.
30%
Before you
would.
don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it
Okay.
just yet. I want to see the example. All right. So just hit cancel.
Uh,
Okay.
Hit cancel. Okay. And go back to your toolpaths and let's get the total estimated time as you have it right now is what?
Let's see. I gotta check them all. 4 hours and 44 minutes. So we cut a couple hours off of it, just what we
what,
done so far.
Yeah.
Because
what
if we
about
look at
that pocket clearance? That was
the,
not checked.
oh, well, there you go. There's that other couple
Okay,
hours.
So
so that
so it's
pocket
what?
clearance,
6. So
Si-
what is the number?
Six, six,
603.
yeah,
603
603:11.
11. Okay. Now let's go
Is that
back.
scale factor right? 3.5? Is that set right?
That's what I've come up with so far based
Okay.
on the experiment
Okay.
and what I've done so far.
Yeah, we
Click
both
in,
pointed that out.
click in
So
your click in your pocket, that pocket one. Let me look at that.
This one right
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
Oh, you want to edit
yeah,
it?
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to see what the tool paths in it.
Before
Okay.
we edit anything,
Uh-huh.
okay, just remember the point was to go back without any changes to this to the 3D toolpath and make your change with the step over and then get the difference in time. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. So go ahead and show them what you were going to show them here, but
Okay.
that
So
was the whole point.
you
Just don't let
running.
me get off track.
Okay, that's all right. So you're running 2 bits. So you
Right.
okay. Um, so let me make sure. Let me make sure. So you doing a rest machining with your pocket. Let me see
Right.
you step over for that half-inch bit. Go into the edit. Let me look at that. Yeah.
Half inch. I'm going 40%.
Okay. So pass depth. Okay. On that half-inch bit, your pass depth can be greater than that. On a half-inch bit, I would
Yeah.
I would do a minimum of a 3/8. You're not going down that far. You can actually do what is the thickness of the material?
3/4. It's going down, like you said, not quite half inch, point four or
Okay.
something.
Do
Yep. So he was taking 2 passes
do 7/16.
to get it done.
0.4375. Okay. Um, Let me see.
Now, remember, this is going to change our time.
Yep. That's gonna decrease the time on there because now that's a single pass.
Yeah.
40% is 40% would be good because that'll be aggressive enough.
Hmm.
So go ahead and click that. Okay. Go back into that tool. So so now you're using a 1/8" end mill for a rest machining.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay. Double click on that and then go into the edit. Let me look at that. Uh, what was the allowance left after that half-inch end mill? Do you know?
I don't think I was using any a lot. I think I was cutting everything it could possibly cut and then coming back with the eighths and getting what it couldn't get. I didn't have an allowance on it. I don't think. I'll have to go back and look. Let's see. I don't know if I can look in here and tell.
I think
You'd
that's
have
one
to
of the
cancel
things.
that one and go back and edit the
Yeah,
other
because
one.
I don't think with
Cancel, Scott.
Vetric doesn't show a remaining machining allowance after one bit has cut. Oh, go back.
Let's see.
Scott, you got to close the edit tool window.
Yeah.
Oh, got to hit cancel.
Go back.
Yeah,
Okay, now we need to come back in here. Okay.
yeah,
What
Go
we
back to
looking
the
at now?
half. Go to
yep,
Half.
the
that's the one.
Yeah, edit.
okay. Okay, that's good. But you have the problem. Let me see. So it should go full depth. It should go. Okay, run a simulation. Cancel that out. Run a simulation of that.
Okay, just on the pockets.
Yeah,
Okay, close out of this. You want me to reset the preview?
yeah. Well, let me see. If you do, go ahead and yeah, run a pocket. Run that. Let me see. Because you can do it in a 2D view.
Can?
Hmm.
Uh,
Let's
so
see. Let me go. Are you gonna do pocket one or
do
pocket
this.
clear one?
All right, hold on. Let me show you something. Let me show you how to. All right, click back on the pocket one. Double click on the pocket one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
go to your 2D view. Click. Don't mess with nothing right there. Click your 2D view. Okay, zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. All right, bring back your toolbar. Lock your toolbar. Your
Yeah,
tool bar.
yeah,
Lock that.
that's driving me crazy. They hasn't
Yeah,
left the toolbar.
yeah, lock it. Okay. Now, what you're gonna do before you calculate, hold control,
Okay.
and calculate and hit calculate. Okay. What? Wait a minute. Where is your?
I don't have those turned on up here.
Oh, turn them on. Yeah, turn the other one on. Okay. Now zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in.
Let me get rid of these. They're aggravating me.
Okay. All
Okay, you
right.
can
Do
see
me a
it
favor
both of
right
them.
quick. Turn. Get rid of that 1/8 inch. I just want to see. Just, just remove it. Select it. Remove it. Recalculate, but hold control and recalculate.
Keep holding it while it's recalculating.
Yeah, you just hold it and hit calculate and let it go. Okay. All
I
right.
didn't I
That's
didn't
what I
have
want to
those
see.
I didn't have no vectors selected. It didn't calculate. Gotta select the vectors first, I reckon.
Yeah, because you should be yeah, you should collect it should be selecting all of those. I want to see how close it get there. Get
You grouped you grouped your vectors, Scott?
I didn't. I had them grouped at one point, but I ungrouped them because I was
okay.
messing
I'm
around
just
with it.
curious
But
why it's 'cause
All right,
it's get well. Never mind. We'll deal with that later.
yeah, recalculate now. Is that a shadow down there? Do that need to be
No,
selected?
he's not doing that one.
that's
Okay.
clipped out. Yeah.
Okay.
Recalculate. Hold down
Yeah.
Control and click Calculate.
Yeah. That keeps it from going into the view. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So,
So it gets close on
yeah.
his 3D.
Right. Okay.
Let's look at the Kennedy stuff too.
So I see now you need you need the only thing about that. So you
Probably
need
could
It,
do
to
some
enhance.
kerning. Probably could do some kerning on that right there and it would fit in there. And even
Not that
there.
much. Not with a 1/2 inch.
Yeah, you're right.
Not with a 1/2 inch.
uh,
You have to use the eighth. The only thing about the eighth, that's the only thing I don't like about Vector. Like you cannot tell it in such as a pocket to avoid areas that's already been
cut.
cleared out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, it doesn't it doesn't quite remember what it cleared out and just go back over the allowance that it left. You have to almost trick it. Uh,
I don't think I didn't leave an allowance. I just told it to use the half inch and get I mean, I guess it gets as close as it gets what it can. And then by using the eighth inch as a secondary tool, it comes in and cleans up what the half inch couldn't get.
yeah.
So it
So what Vetric does when it refers to an allowance, it refers to allowance to leave
The
material
material.
left. Okay. In other softwares like I work with, like RhinoCam, it when it say allowance, what it does when you do your generation of toolpath and you simulate it, it remembers what it carved out and the remnants of what it needs to cut out with the
Yeah.
next toolpath.
like
So
the
Yep. Same with
3D, the 3D, when you do rest machine in 3D, you got an option to um, ignore previously machined areas or whatever.
yeah.
yeah, right, but it's only in 3D, but
Yeah,
like other
right,
software, it's all across the board. So
right.
it allows you like that area right there that's missing. If I ran that through my program, I can take that bit and it'll know it need to go into that area because
Yeah.
it remember what it machined out.
Hmm.
It won't try to go back over everything again. That's where you lose your time at.
Well, the eighth inch cutter, it won't go back over everything again. It'll just come in and get this white area.
Oh,
That's true.
so
That's true.
okay,
The way he's
so
had it set up. Yeah.
so go ahead and put that eighth inch back in there and set it up just like you did.
Let's see, there it is right there. We got oh, 400. I think I had that running faster.
I wasn't changing in there because that's your defaults. Just
Hmm.
select it and then edit it. Yep, now edit it. That way it's only for that program. Okay.
Hmm.
Probably I'm gonna go 500.
Okay. And the pass so if you're not cutting out that much, your pass depth can be it can be I would
Yeah.
say,
Pretty close to full.
yeah, I would say at least 0.08.
Hmm.
I would say 0.08. And then to make sure I would do my step over, I would do about 30%. That's just to make sure you have enough clearance. Um, Everything else look good. You're not cutting out that much, but
Hit
you should
OK.
be running at 500. Okay, yep. Hit
Hmm.
okay and control calculate. Okay. What was the six passes? Why do you get six passes? What was
Um,
what's
Pass
creating this?
depth, cut depth.
Yeah.
that would be.
So how far you said to go down? Oh, it's only going down 716. It's
Hmm.
only going down
I can go
Hey,
716.
Milo.
Hey,
go
Milo,
go edit passes and change that.
do
Yep.
four. Do four. Uh-uh. Go
Oh,
to
right here.
yeah, do four.
Cool.
Okay. And then where it say set last pass depth, select that all the
To
way up
the
to the top, almost to the top. Where it's bold. Set last pass depth is bold. Go down, go
Oh,
down, go down. Right there.
hang on
Go
a second. Oh, okay. Got to check it.
select
Okay.
that. Put 0.02. Apply. That's going to be your cleanup pass. What it's going to do is going to cut down and it's going to be your cleanup pass. Set
Okay.
okay.
hmm
Did it
Now
actually take? Now I got 7 passes.
that might be that. I wonder if that's that.
Let's see. It's clear all passes.
Or you
Now
didn't
I've
have to
got
do that. You could have just brought it down.
Four.
two.
Put,
You
put
said
four passes.
4, and okay. Oh, I got to do set passes. No, that ain't right. Yeah, one,
It's
Yeah, it
still
two,
is.
calculating.
3, 4. That's right.
It's
Then
still
hit it.
calculating. Hit okay. All
Control and
right.
calculate.
Yeah. Control and calculate. Okay. Once it does that, all right, now go out of there and then let's look at your time again.
6 hours and 13. It actually went up a little bit. It was 6:11, wasn't it?
It was 6:04 or
Oh,
yeah, 6:03, something like that. Yeah. So it went up to 6:13. But you also haven't redone the 3D finish either.
no,
So
I ain't done
yeah.
that.
But anyway, this
That pocket
this
one, that right there, and pocket one clear, and that pocket one, that's 2 hours and 25 minutes. To me, that's just too long to go in there and clean up that stuff. It
yeah.
could probably be cut down to one or two passes.
That's what I'm saying. It's going back. That's
Yeah,
pocket one is that's that
clean
eighth
up.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's that 1/8 inch bit.
And it's because it's going over this huge gigantic sign.
I
yeah.
I could probably do that sign in 3 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And
Probably do it
the
in 3 hours.
some of the changes that we discussed earlier, like doing the 3D carving as a separate, smaller carve, where you're not worrying about the edges
Mm-hmm.
and just let it roll at a higher speed, and then just dropping it into a shallow pocket in the
Yep.
top of the sign, and it's simple.
So right, like Bill said, so like I would take one separate piece of wood and I would pocket all that out. I will pocket I will pocket all that out. If you want to put a decorative edge on it, I'll put a chamfer edge on it or OG edge on it. But I leave enough in there so I can do an inset, or an inlay.
Do an
Yeah.
inlay on the letters and the 3D carve.
Well, it'd be to I would have two pieces. Well, I have three pieces. I have the base with the pocket out, which is your 7/16 depth. Okay, and then that means you won't compromise the thickness of the wood of whatever
Right.
it won't bolt. Um, and then I would take another piece with thickness, and then I would carve out around and get the letters so they'll have a higher profile. And then with that, then I do my 3D carving on another piece, and then I just pin it. I just take that one and pin it, pin nail it, glue it, pin nail it on there, and sit the
Mhm.
whole thing down in there.
So
That way
cut.
you can get the height and everything um like you want
Hmm.
it. I don't know, it was a while ago I posted and it was featured in a book. I did a barber a barber shop sign that I did for my uncle. And it was it was solid construction pine. Like I glued it up. It was like real thick. And I didn't take consideration that the poles they was really curvature, like 180 degrees. Okay.
Hmm.
Instead of being a little shallow, and I didn't take consideration of the bit. So when I first did it, the collet shaved off, like burnt right into the top of it. So I was like, crap. So I had to do another one. This time I made the compensation, but when I started carving it, the piece separated because when I glued, it shaved down that area, so the piece separated and it started bowing. I had to glue up another one, so I learned from that mistake. Then the post came out right. The carving of the letters wasn't profiled enough, and it was skinny, just like that, like your E.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So when I put it together, I was like, crap. And by that time, I was running out of time because now the weekend was coming up. So what I did was I drew a square around the letters and I shaved the top of the letters off flush. And I used my laser and cut out brass acrylic pieces and glued them on there. And it turned out fabulous. But what I'm saying is that when you do stuff like that, I've learned it's best to do it in sections instead of a whole
Yes.
piece.
And
Because
that, yeah,
try to do it in a whole piece and you mess up, the whole piece is trash. There's nothing you can do to try to recover it. But if you could do it in sections, it's best to work it that way and you can speed up your time. You
yeah,
know you can carve that cabinet set probably at 400 or 500 inches per minute. You could do that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna carve them letters that fast with a V bit because the way it travels, it will mess up. So I would do it that way, and
yeah.
then that'll save you some time. And if you can use profile bits, I use profile bits. It's possible.
Hmm.
That saves more
So you
time.
say it cut out each letter individually?
No, no, no. I would say you whatever your piece. I'm trying to select it like uh I would say do your whole piece and pocket this out to whatever depth you want. And that frame inside there,
Uh-huh.
if you want it chamfered, if you want it OG, if you want it a roundo or whatever, do that. But leave enough in the cutout to put your letter carvings inside there. And I would cut out the Kennedy custom cabinet out of another piece that's thicker and let the machine cut all that out and leave you a flat spot for you to do a 3D carving on another piece and just contour cut that out and stick it on.
Okay. So like layer.
Do it in layers. And
Yeah.
it
Right. Okay.
looks
So in
phenomenal.
other words, this would be a deeper pocket, and say for example, if I wanted my letters to be quarter inch, then take a piece of quarter inch and or a half inch or whatever and
Hmm.
do the Kennedy custom cabinets and set that inside that pocket
Right.
and then do the same thing, then set
Hmm.
this on top of all of it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
Kind of
whatever
step
that
it down.
thickness is, yeah. So if your first base is a half inch, I cut down into it 3/8. You get a
Hmm.
3/8 pocket. Okay. Leave you enough on the outside to make a like a frame. And
Right, right.
whatever your height is, take a profile router bit, cut your border around there in the inside. Okay. Take another piece of whatever height you want your letters to be. If it's gonna be more than a half inch or whatever, you use that. If it's a half inch and you want to go down, 3/8, then you cut it down to 3/8. And then it'll flatten everything else. You set that down in there, pin it, glue it, and then you take your other piece of half inch or whatever, and you 3D carve your cabinet on there. That way it can be raised up, nice and nice and
You can have it actually higher than the sign itself if you
exactly.
want to.
You're
Yeah,
not trying to work with leftover wood.
yeah. Not trying to fit everything into one thickness of
Yeah.
wood.
And
Yeah.
then
And
cut
that was the
that
whole
and
point.
yep. And then put that. That way you can run your machine faster at a decent speed and proficient. Because the 3D carving doesn't take long if you running over 400 inches per minute. It's not going to take long at all. Where the speed is going to be slow is around them letters. That's where you're
Yeah.
going to be slow. And
Yeah.
I'll go
You can
back
see
in
that
there.
right there. Finish three and finish three clear and finish three is actually the least amount of time
Yeah.
or close to it of the
And
whole thing.
with your letters, that's not the best font to use. But
No.
if you want to use that font, do your offset on that font of 0.03. You need to fatten it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it
I
don't
agree.
look good to the eye, but by the time you use the right bit for it, it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You need space it out. Give you remember give your letters room where that bit can travel through there. I mean, as fast as it can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because
it
if it's
can't.
cutting both sides at the same time, then it's trying to do a climb and a conventional
Yeah,
simultaneously. It's just not. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to hear the same things that I was talking to him about, but explained slightly differently because
Right.
now he's getting it.
Yeah.
So, um, one thing I would love to do now, since we've like beat this to death, is go back into that 3D carve and make those changes and see what it does to the time.
Okay.
Okay. All
Let me
right.
see if I
So,
have. Let me, because I do a lot of small. Let me see. I do some small carving. What did I do last?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
This is probably the most instructive single session where we're discussing VCarve Pro that we've had in a while. So it's
This
kind of
right
neat.
here.
yeah, I mean, I'm open for any kind of software. I just don't have a lot of money to invest in it, you know.
Yep.
But the VCarve, I started using it, using the trial version because they got a. I like the way they do their trial versions. You can use it for as long as you takes to learn the software, and then you purchase it. You know.
Yep.
It works.
Um,
It works
Yeah.
fine. I don't have nothing. The,
Yeah. So
when you're doing sign,
make your
VCarve,
changes.
yeah, when you're doing sign work, Vetric is definitely the way to go. You know,
okay, so we got
it
that.
just don't have the tools when you're doing like stuff like this. You know,
Yeah.
you leftover stuff. Let's see what you got. Go
Okay, so
to did you make changes already?
uh-uh.
Okay,
3D
go into
finish
the
clear one.
yep, go in there. Double click.
Edit.
Okay.
Okay. Got the half-inch ball nose, eighth-inch ball nose, and then the
Okay.
30
64th.
second.
Why
Yeah.
do you need a half-inch ball nose? What is
I
that for?
I was thinking that it'd be quicker, you know, taking more meat out at per pass per step over.
Okay, so you wouldn't need that. You wouldn't need that. Let me see. Do you have a quarter inch?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I have one in my tool database, but I'm sure. Let me see.
All right,
Have
get
you?
rid of the half inch. Get rid of the half inch. Okay. Get rid of, let's see. It's a quarter. Let's,
There's a quarter inch right there. I
that's
got
a,
a 3/8 also, but
mm-mm. Just do a, you got a quarter, and what was the last one? The one we said
a
was,
30-second.
it was a 30-second, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What 64th radius?
Go a quarter inch, do a quarter inch. Just click select. Will change. Okay. Get rid of that eighth. You don't need that eighth. That's too many. Remove that. Go back in the quarter inch. Edit 5%. Do um do 20%. Do 20%. That's good. Uh that's good. Click OK.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that should work. That's
You
Okay.
that's
needed
not
a
enough.
you needed a change on that 64th bit.
The
Oh,
step over, yeah.
step over. Edit. Oh, that's right. Edit that.
8%. That
Do
needs to be like 20 or something like that. You said
20%.
30,
Yeah,
20.
20%. Yep. Do 20%. Ramp up the speed. Your speed is 50 inches per minute.
Ooh,
Yeah.
where is it at?
What that machine is
What?
capable of doing.
Oh, it could do 1,000 inches a minute, 1,200 inches a minute. But
You can do 500. That'll be fine.
yeah,
You can do 500. Do the plunge at 5. Can it do 500 on the Z?
it can. I usually set that to half to 250.
Do it 500. Because once it start carving, it's gonna calculate what it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
Um, that should be good. Click OK.
Mhm. Yeah, one
Go
thing
ahead. Oh, go ahead.
when I did the warp drive project where I was trying to customize the z-axis for 3D carving to go faster. The faster you can set the z-axis, the better, because the machine is always waiting for the z-axis because it's got the
Mm-hmm.
shortest travel. And so if it's going slow, I don't care what you do with the other axis. If you go 1,000 inches per minute on the other axis, but if it's waiting at 30 inches a minute or something crazy on the Z axis, it's going to take forever.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got
And
to ramp that up.
a lot of people's told me too is that the Z axis uh designates how fast the other axis goes. You
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
if you got it set at, like you said, 30 inches a minute on Z, then that's as fast as it's going to go.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is the Z axis travels a very short distance and it has to be able to handle the acceleration and deceleration
Right.
to get, or it never reaches that maximum speed. So even though you say you're doing 500, you might actually be doing 3.
Change
Okay, now what about
change
the,
your wait a minute. Change your boundary offset.
let's see, boundary offset? Okay.
One, change that to select vectors. You need to
Uh,
go past. You need to go point
Quarter
one
inch,
two five. 125.
0.125.
Yeah, the eighth of an inch. Okay. Um, and do roster. Change from offset. Yeah,
Raster.
yeah. Because that's where your speed at. Your speed is
Yep.
not offset.
Right. Do you want
Offset
to
would be
set an
better for,
angle or no?
No, you don't. Where's okay? The grain of the wood. What's the direction of the grain of the wood? Is it
it's going to
horizontal?
be going, the 8 foot length of the board. So that would be, that needs to be
Horizontal?
changed up and down vertical. Well, I'm not sure how it would be.
Yeah, I thought he would
Uh,
have something like a 30 or something like that, or
yeah, it's going to be
15,
going,
20.
it's going to
Anyway,
be
it doesn't
actually
matter.
be turning, it's going to be going up and down the bed in the machine
The
this way.
grain?
Yeah, the grain will be.
Just run it the long way because you want it to be the fastest from the
Okay,
long
so
axis.
let me go
If left to
90 then.
right, if left to right is your longest axis, you want it to run that way.
Yeah, it's kind of backwards from what you see here. You know,
Okay.
it looks like it's going this way, but it's actually going, when it goes on the machine, this is going to be over here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
Calculate.
Yep.
calculate. Got my toolbar down here in the way.
Okay. Let's see. Uh,
And then we want to go and see what the time is now, or
yep. We're gonna go check the time.
preview it first.
We'll check. I want to check the time and see if it dialed down.
What do we?
Uh, select all your everything. There you go.
It's going down to 4 hours.
4 hours and
Yeah,
25. Yep.
yep. I bet if I take that last pocket, that 2 hour and 25 minutes, I bet if I do that in one pass, I bet that'll take a lot off of that.
Hmm.
You could
Cause like,
if you knew how much material was left. That's
yeah,
your guessing game. You don't know how much material is
and that's
left.
why I was going
Now,
conservative on that. Cause
let me
I've,
tell you something. You run the ATC,
yep,
Yeah.
you can cheat. So let's say, for instance, if you're not sure, when you're doing your pockets, I would send those two tool paths by themselves. So I would run my pocket first and see how much material left, and then I would edit my second pocket to the remaining, and then I would run that. Because right now you're guessing. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's
Materials.
no way. You don't know how much material is left after that first bit.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that stuff is pretty dense if he's going to use that polyester stuff or whatever it's called,
I tell you
Always
what.
polyester.
measure your material before you cut.
Yep.
Now what you can do is run your simulation from the first prism and the first pocket, and then take your cursor and see what's left. And you can guess. No, go out of that first. Go out of that and go into simulation. Yep. Not go
Okay.
into keep those selected and go into simulation.
Scott, one
Mm-hmm.
one thing that is really cool about this whole process that we're taking you through,
Reset.
if your shop time is billed at $100 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Not running.
This was $200 of profit that you just brought into your shop
Oh yeah. Yep.
because you saved that 2 hours of time.
So we want to
You still
preview.
charge the customer, but
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep. You're right. You're exactly
Preview
right.
selected toolpaths. You want to preview selected toolpaths, the top one, and
Okay.
speed it up because it's gonna be slow. Speed it up.
Okay. I got the.
They selected. They already selected. They got check boxes by.
Okay. Preview selected. So speed it
Slide it
up.
up. Yeah, speed it up. Yeah. All right. Uh, you need to select.
Did the,
Why did they do it? Yeah,
he
select.
needed check boxes on both of them,
Yeah.
I thought I
and
had them on there.
Okay, now do it
you
again.
also need to select a pocket where you
Prism
hold down
card.
the shift.
Just them two. Just them two, not that one. Just
Okay.
them two.
Not the pocket one.
Pocket one.
Uh-uh.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Pocket one clear. I got to hold down the shift so I can
No. You
highlight.
don't have to hold down the shift. Just play it.
That's the second bit, that clear one.
Oh, clear one is the second bit?
Yep.
Pocket clear one. So we
Yeah,
want to do
your
prism?
pocket one is the top bit in that toolpath.
pocket. Yeah, that's the clear. That's the bigger, the quarter, the half inch or whatever it was.
What's
Okay.
what's the pocket one?
That's the rest. That's
Yeah,
the
the
rest
rest.
machine in pocket.
Well,
Let's use 1/8 inch.
Yeah, we don't want that one yet because we need to determine how much material is left.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't
so-
need prism carb either.
Yeah, no, you don't need that neither.
So just do this one.
Yep, just do that
Okay.
one.
Okay. So I'm
Reset.
gonna reset.
Yep. And select preview selected toolpath.
Preview
catch, Milo.
selected.
Good catch.
A little bit faster.
Okay. Now take your cursor and just touch a flat spot.
off the letter.
Yeah, off the letter. So about 716. Okay. So now go back into pocket one. Double click on pocket one. Yep. Double click on pocket one. Go to edit. Go to edit. Hey.
375.
Stop moving your
Oh,
mouse.
right there. Change that. Change your pass depth. Change your pass depth to full depth.
So what was it? 0.4 something?
Actually, do
0.4,
316. Do 1.875.
0.1875.
Yeah. Because that bit can handle that.
No.
I would back off the feed rate. I wouldn't go that fast on the feed rate on that. Take it down to about 300. And I would take my spindle speed to run about 15,000.
You might want to adjust the plunge too.
Yes.
It'd be 150.
Yep, that'll fine. But make sure your spindle speed is 15,000, not 1,500.
Ooh, I've done that before too.
Click OK. All right.
And calculate. You want to do
Yeah.
shift control calculate or?
Control calculate. That way it don't go to the preview. Okay. All right. So now
You
click
want
out
me to do the
close. Yeah, close that. Now, because we know where it's going to machine. Now look at the time. Let's see if the time went down some. 5 hours.
went back up?
Hmm.
Why did it go back up, I wonder?
Open that pocket one up again.
Mm-hmm.
Go edit.
Yeah, you're at 4 passes.
Okay.
So it could probably be done at
Now the first 7/16 is gone, right?
Yes.
except for
Yes.
in the areas like the EOM.
Oh,
right in there, that 1/8 inch is going to try to get all that, but in these areas, just
Normally,
tight.
when I do stuff like that, I normally that's still. I, so Milo, when you're doing a pocket and you put two tools in there, does Vectric automatically read that as a resting machining automatically?
yes, yes.
Yeah, that changed
Okay.
ooh 9.5 or 10, somewhere in that range, I think.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
your cut depth is 0.46, but you're doing 4 passes on the 1/8 inch end mill. Because that's highlighted right now, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, the 1/8 inch. So
1/8 inch. Yeah.
on the half inch, if you highlight the half inch, would that change to? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, now I get it. You
Doing
need to
two.
change the 1/8 inch. Change the 1/8 inch to maybe like what, 2 passes, maybe?
Yeah. If
Or one pass. You
go
can do
to
one
edit
pass.
on the tool.
Okay.
So you're at 0.1875.
Yeah. So he need to change that in the edit passes. Change that in the edit passes to one
Oh,
pass.
yep. Change that to 1 passes.
Change that to
So,
one pass. Yeah,
number of
one pass.
passes, 1.
Yep.
And I
Set
need to go
passes.
set.
See, it say one pass at 0.4454.
Yep.
See, it tells you right there.
You got to hit set. Okay, you got set passes.
He already hit it, I think.
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm doing it in actually 2 because we got last pass at
Right.
0.02.
That give you a cleanup. That's
Uh,
kind of give you a cleanup for a
So,
finish.
okay.
Mhm.
And control calculate.
Yeah.
I like that now. I never knew that. That's
Oh yeah.
handy.
That way don't always go to the simulation preview.
Mhm.
All
Then you
right.
then you could close and see what time you got.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours, 19 minutes.
Wait a minute. I saw something also that
Wait,
plunge.
you
That
haven't
plunge.
selected them all.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't. 3 hours on pocketing.
I
Let's
saw
see.
something else too. His plunge is 3 inches.
Yeah,
You could
that
take
would
that
slow
down.
it way
Okay.
down. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to go back to the 1/8 inch.
Wait. Go. No, select everything. Let's see your total time for everything. Hey, that's looking good.
4,
That's looking good.
What is it?
So,
okay,
401.
401.
So yeah,
Okay.
you just saved another
all right.
uh 24 minutes.
Okay.
If
All
my
right.
skill
401.
if my skill factor is correct, but
Okay. Go
yeah,
back.
This will
Go,
be a good video on YouTube.
go
I
back
gotta
into
say.
pocket one. Go back into pocket one.
Hmm.
pocket 1. Pocket 1 clear. Okay. Double click.
All right. Your ramp. Take that distance down. You don't need that much. Bring that down to probably about. Let's see.
An inch maybe. Half inch.
Do 7/8. I
7
mean,
eighths.
you're running a fast machine, so do
Yep.
7. Yeah, do 7/8. That's good.
Control
Oh
calculate.
wait. We had that plunge that you said was only at 3.
The feed. The
Where
speed.
where
Oh,
was that?
that was the ramp plunge move. It was saying
Yeah.
3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So control calculate.
Yeah, control calculate. Let's narrow that down. Let's get that down. All right, that's done.
Okay,
And
let's go
close out.
close and
Time.
time.
There we go.
3
Okay.
hours, 55 minutes.
All right, one more trick. Close that out. Go all the way up to the top. Material setup. Go down to rapid gap. Change that plunge Z to 0.03.
As long as my material's the right thickness, I'll be okay.
It,
If
No, that's a different deal.
What's that? Oh yeah. That right
oh,
there.
okay, yeah, that's
That's gonna
Z2.
speed
I'm
it up.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Z2. Yep. Z1
Uh,
is the actual safety. C safe.
let me ask you something. Is your home in start position, your Z gap above material? That's all it raised up to, a quarter?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, all right. Hit okay. It's gonna recalculate everything. That's gonna save you some speed also. Because it's gonna do a rapid when it raises up to travel, it'll do a
Hmm.
rapid plunge.
Yep. Yep. It'll go
All right,
down that fast too.
change your time. Let's see, look at the time. Did I
3
change
hours.
anything off?
Did I recalculate everything?
It should have.
355.
355.16.
It didn't change anything. That's
It didn't change anything?
no, not that time. Um,
Hmm.
it should have.
Right.
Let me recalculate it.
Go back into it, look at it. Go back into the set material, make sure it changed. Yeah,
0.03.
yeah,
Mm,
that's right. Okay.
okay.
Z
And
gap above material. Now that 0.25, the Z gap above material is how much rapid it travels. It goes up 0.25.
No, the rapid Z is what when it travel a quarter inch
A-
above the material. The
And
home
what is
one,
this
the
Z
home one
gap?
is when it finished, it only raised up a quarter inch off your material.
So the
I set mine above 2 inches, 2 or 3 inches.
so the Z gap, the one on the bottom where my cursor is here, what is that one for?
That's when it's finished. The Z
Right.
raise up back to its home position. That's how far
Uh,
it raises up.
okay.
That can be high. That can be that can be 3 inches, whatever your Z travel is. If you got an 8 inch Z travel, you can do it at 4 inches. Because what you want is when it
I'm
come
gonna
off
go.
off the material, you want it to come as high as the bit, in its changing state or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I changed mine to. Yeah.
yep.
So I think mine is set at like
So C1 is 0.25. That's the rapid clearance.
uh-huh.
And then we got those. So it goes down at 1600 inches a minute until it gets to 0.03 above the material and then goes down at whatever the feed rate is.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll go once it go up a quarter,
Hmm.
it'll come down to a 30-second and wrap it down to start a two path again, which would
Okay.
be at rapid speed.
Right. So let me recalculate them. I wish I could move this toolbar out of the way because I can't see my screen down there.
Press OK. Two paths successfully recalculated. Press OK.
Oh, I got a mess. Okay. Now we can come in here and see what happened. Still ain't changed nothing.
Hmm. So
I
I
wonder
guess
what.
that I
I
guess
think
that would be on the machine end. Is it?
Yeah, it's such a short movement.
Yeah.
By the
mhm,
time it accelerates and decelerates,
yep. So just to recap with with what we've done from the beginning of this, Scott, is we've taken you from 6 hours and 3 minutes down to 3 hours and 55.
Yeah. So you're looking at uh $300 savings at $100 an hour machine
Yep.
time.
Yep. And
For the
and
custom. For the custom.
yeah, or for your boss.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends on how you bill it because this may
Yeah.
be you maybe set a when you decided that you were going to bid this part, you set it up at whatever your shop rate was times however long you thought
Mhm.
it would take, and then you and your customer agreed on that price. Now,
You
if it
gone in and
takes
tweaked it.
if it takes you less time to do it, that doesn't mean you have to renegotiate. You can pass on some of the savings to your
Right.
customer, which would make him very happy. But,
Yep.
when you're working on shop time, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want. That's one thing I learned when I in business is it's always better to go back and tell the customer, hey, instead of $1,000, you only owe me 800.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of having to go back and say, well, I know I told you 800, but it actually cost you 1,000. They're
Right.
not going to like that. You know.
Yeah. Yep. So, all of this stuff comes down to using your machine, knowing your software, and how to get the most out of it. I mean, um, right now, you're probably a lot happier about this project because it's only going to take you 3.5 hours or whatever,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
4 hours instead of 7. Uh, but
Yeah, I
it's pretty
wish I
cool.
knew this when I was doing that shoulder mount for my son because we sat out there, man, 2 days doing that thing, and it
Hmm.
weren't but a 24-inch by 21-inch or something like that
Sure.
Yeah.
piece, and he was like, "Oh," he was like, "You know what? You want a CNC? You can have it. I ain't."
Yeah. There's one other thing. When you change this font to something that's more forgiving,
Yeah,
your time is going to drop again by
yeah,
a
Hmm.
yeah,
lot.
yeah,
Maybe as much as an hour, half hour,
Yeah.
something
I
like that.
use I I use most times Roman font. Like this right here, like even though we cut this down, there's ways I still can show you how to cut it down more. Number one, by spacing the letters out a little
yeah.
more, and then putting an offset, maybe like a 0.03 offset around the letters. So now what you're going to use your offset as your initial boundary for your pocket one, your big tool.
Hmm.
And then the regular, you will use your negative offset for your cleanup tool. That way you just select those vectors alone because everything else is machined out. Now you're
Yeah,
using the small tool just to go around there
yeah.
and
Instead of
mhm,
yeah,
clean that
instead of
up.
letting it judge what it needs to do. You're
Right.
actually forcing it to do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there.
Yep.
Sometimes it's best to spend a little bit more time in the design
Yep.
than to let the machine do all the work. Everybody like, well, let the machine do the work. Yeah, that's fine. But you got to remember, the longer the spindle stay on, the more you running that bit through the material, you wearing out your tools. You know,
Yep. And the machine too. Yep.
Yep.
yeah, and the machine also. So, um, my theory is I like the machine fast. I believe machine fast, be done with it, turn the machine off.
That's what it's all about. It's
I've
what
seen people run rough and pass, and it'd be like a 6 hour rough and pass. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like a roughing is just what it is. It's a
yep.
roughing.
And
It doesn't have to be a 30% roughing. It can be a 55% roughing.
that one pocket one clear right there, I'm gonna use I think instead of a just a flat bottom end mill, what do you call a finishing end mill? I'm gonna use
Hmm.
a roughing end mill, and I can probably go 800-900 inches a minute
Right.
at full depth with a rougher,
Yeah.
and just leave an allowance that use that last pass depth, and or leave tell it to go down like zero point zero 0.02 or 0.03 before the final depth, and stop there, and then do another. It's another tool change, but I ain't got to physically change it. Changes it itself, and just come back with that cleanup cutter, that finishing
Right.
cutter.
Right.
That'd probably knock off at least maybe a half hour, I would think.
Yep.
Pro-
Another thing about these pockets for the letters, sometimes with certain signs, and sometimes if you cut the pocket oversized and you put in the letter so that it's centered, but
Hmm.
it's not a tight fit, sometimes it will create a desirable shadow line around the
Right.
letters that emphasizes it more for the eyes.
Hmm.
So, there's lots of different ways to go with this too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sort of I know I'm not going to use this font just from talking to you guys, and especially if I was going to cut them out one letter at a time, that would never work with this font. Um, would be more of a blockier, not so thin in areas.
Yeah. Run the simulation on that. I want to see, like, run the full simulation on that. I just want to see what it looks like.
And when it's done running,
Uh, do just play, just hit play, just hit play.
All of them. Let's see. I
Yeah,
got to
just hit
come.
play. Yeah,
Preview all toolpaths.
yeah. If you would have hit the play, it would have. Yeah, that's fine. Let me
Where's
see.
play at?
Right there,
the play button
the play button, the
right under
arrow.
Oh,
yeah,
that one?
Yeah,
Oh, that'll automatically do all of them. I never
yeah,
knew that.
yeah,
yeah. And you can also set different colors for your tool paths so that
yes.
Oh
you
yeah,
get an
yeah,
idea of what it looks like. Um,
See, that looked pretty clean.
yep.
yeah,
That's pretty clean.
yeah. When he
And
first
this is
started
was
this, he had this sign set, top view, and you couldn't tell that those were 3D cabinets. It looked like just a 3D vector carving.
Okay.
Yep. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That looked pretty clean.
it looks like there's a shadow line around that.
That comes from that comes from your
That
slight offset. Zoom if you zoom on it. Um
I
so
bet I could decrease the base
the
height on
offset.
it.
Yeah, but
I,
normally on a 3D carving, you always want the bit to go slightly past the
yeah,
carving. If it doesn't, you'll see a lot of people with question. It'll
Scallops.
it'll be doing like this.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it'll go and it'll raise up and it'll come back and you see a lot of issues like that guys pose like, why is it stopping at the end and raising up? Because it's not having enough travel for
Yeah,
the
it's not rolling over the edge.
Yeah.
right. It's
Also,
gonna stop.
tilt your display there, and yeah. So
I
now
could go
you
deeper
can
with
see
my
it looks.
pocket, but
Yeah, you can see it
Yeah,
looks a little different in different
yeah.
spots. So,
You can
like you
go.
said, that could be a desirable thing
Yeah,
there, to stand out. But
you can go slightly deeper with the pocket. Like if you put a if you took that 3D carving and you put another vector around there, and then you told it to carve up to that vector, it'll clean that out also. Or like you said, you can go back into the 3D carving and you can narrow the border, the boundary offset. You can bring it down slightly, but it needs to be a minimum of the radius
yeah,
to.
yeah. From some of the people I've talked to, they say the radius of the bigger of the biggest cutter. But I mean, I think a half inch is too much if you're using a half inch to rough it out first,
Well,
because then it would
if
come
you
way
want,
over here.
well, it's gonna stop. It'll stop at that boundary. It like once you select, it's gonna stop at that boundary. It's not gonna get close to it. It's not even gonna get as close as the radius of that largest tool. Uh,
Okay, so you're saying if you went in here and I offset this boundary here, if I offset that out more, it would
yep,
probably clean that up some.
yep, it will. It'll because you're setting the tool to go to the boundary, and then you're creating a like so on that right there. Do an offset of like 0.03
That would be
outward.
outward.
Yeah, yeah, and then hit offset. See, so you
Yep.
have that, and then so what you can do instead of doing your offset boundary in your 3D, you can use that vector as your offset boundary also.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
So you only select this one when you do it.
Yeah. So for instance, let's say if you did like you go back to your pocket. So you would select that one as your pocket. And then when you do your 3D, you would
Select the
select that
inside.
boundary. Yep. You would select that
Okay,
boundary.
gotcha. I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah,
And
I
it'll
see.
it'll go to that spot. It's multiple
This,
ways you could do it. It's like
yeah,
no real
Mhm.
wrong way to do it. It just depends on how you want to machine.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then you won't have to deal with these little jaggy edges that you see
yeah,
because of the pixelation. Because
Right.
those actually exist.
yeah. That's probably got a lot to do with the. I could have took this thing in the blender and cleaned a lot of that up, but I didn't. I just took it straight off of AI, or yeah, Sculpt OK,
Yeah.
Okay.
and did it with that.
Now I'm wondering how deep those sinks are going to cut, but that's another story.
Oh no, let's see what it says. Can y'all see I can't see my
Yeah.
toolbar down
About
there.
7/16.
Yeah.
That's about the same depth as the,
Yeah. Okay.
All
it's
right.
not bad.
Yeah, that might hold some water. It's an outdoor sign. You have to put some drains in there. Uh,
Yeah.
Take some liquid glass and pour in there and put some blue dye in it. Make it look
Now,
cool.
the other thing to consider is with this big of a work area, the pixel count is flooding that entire area, and your
yeah.
Yeah,
3D is only that small area.
Mm.
If you
Yep.
did that as a separate file on a small work area, you'd get better resolution.
But I told him.
We said,
Yeah.
yep.
we said the same
Yep.
thing.
Okay, now that being said, let's say that I'm bullheaded and I want to do it just like I got it here. Could I just do a 3D carve on a separate tool file and set my resolution higher on this and set it lower on everything else? And
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. For instance, go to your sheet tab. Go to your sheet tab. Okay. How big is that cabinet area? Like how big is that piece gonna be? Do you know?
this,
I
I
I
think we
do.
said it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What we got?
It's roughly 19 by 15.
Okay. All right. So Scott hit add new. Go down. Go down.
Let's see, I got y'all in the way here.
Oh, you can't see? Dang.
Yeah, I can't see. Yeah, and literally I am blind, so you guys
Okay. Go. Okay.
bear
Add.
with me.
All right. That's good. All
Let's
right.
see if this
So
works.
on that, just say 3D.
Is
Just
that
say
better,
3D.
Scott?
What better?
I changed the view so we're not blocking. We're up on top now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I can move y'all around.
So just put 3D in there. You're gonna name that 3D. Just say 3D. Okay. And then go down where it say edit. So select that. Wait, you gotta select it. You gotta select that
Uh,
sheet again.
3D sheet
Yep.
and then edit.
And edit.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is where, so what was the size of the material?
X width was 18.883, so you can give it a little extra if you want, but
Okay.
call it
19 maybe?
Yep,
20,
20?
19, that's fine.
19, 20.
Okay.
We'll do 20. And Y
Uh,
was
and the other one
14
was
something,
14.75, so
15,
15,
That's fine.
16, something like that.
16.
Okay. So let me ask you, Scott, are you using 3/4 material for your 3D?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, click in the 2D part. Click in your 2D view. Okay. All right. Now, double click on your image there. Click on that. All right. Right click. Well, highlight it. Highlight that area because you need the vectors on there too. Highlight.
I need to get the whole thing. Okay.
You might get
I
the
don't,
letters too.
yep, I don't need them.
Yeah. Shift. shift and yeah. All right, right
Okay.
click, right click.
Copy.
Nope. You're
Nope.
gonna say, yeah, you're gonna say
Oh,
move
move to, yeah.
to sheet
Move to
or
sheet
copy the
3.
sheet. Or you can say copy the sheet. Copy the sheet.
Copy to sheet
Yep.
3D. I
There you go.
got you.
All right, now go out of that.
Go back to 3D
Zoom
view or
back.
just go
No,
to
no, no.
sheet.
You want to go to your 3D sheet.
Okay, got you.
It's just gonna
No
be
problem.
there. You go.
Okay.
All right.
Center it.
Select everything and hit F9 key. If you don't have to have a function key, hit F9.
F9. F9. I got to find my F9. There we go.
Okay,
Gotcha.
here you go. All right. Now, so create your toolpaths for that.
And see, you could have used a toolpath template
Right. You
Good
could
to
have
have,
did
yeah.
that.
that's from the other thing, and that would have taken care of all of that.
Well, you went in material setup.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's fine. That's fine, though. That's fine. Wait a minute. Before you do that, in your material setup, put 0.03 for your model position in material. Right there. Model position in material. Go down. The next one. Right there.
0.03.
0.03. What that does is that's going to compensate if your material is not even flat, that model don't start until it's a 30-second down into the
Right.
material.
Yeah.
It
Gives
doesn't
it.
matter. You'll never have
Oh,
a flat spot.
right.
You know, if you get ballsy, you can do like 0.5, 0.05 or something like that. But normally I do 0.03 or 0.04. Okay. Now keep that the same. Click OK, and then do your toolpaths. Okay. There you are. You set up the same
Calculate.
way.
Oh, unsuitable vectors.
What is? Oh no,
I got.
I think you got no, because you got two vectors selected. Zoom in there.
Yep, I got both of them. I
Yeah.
need the inside one, right? That one's for the pocket.
No, do the because you're not doing a pocket no more. Do your
Right. The
outside.
outside one is for
Yep.
the
You
inside one.
you're not even going to do the inside no more because
Okay,
you're going to be profiling
I got
off
you.
that. Yeah.
And then select this and calculate.
What? What happened?
It's done.
Okay.
It
Let's see.
didn't. It didn't show.
Let's see. What's happening?
Did he have the right vector selected?
I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah, that one. That's the right one. And
Okay.
then go to your preview, your simulation preview.
Now it's got that back down in there
Oh,
again.
offset. Change that offset to raster. Change that raster. Then you said what you did, 90? Did 90?
90. Yep.
Yep, 90. All
It's
right.
going to do that floor there.
Control
Calculate.
calculate.
I don't have my thing
It
showing
wasn't in
up
his
here.
No, that's all
2D
right.
view.
Because you gotta close out. All right, close that out. Close your
And I
two
got
paths out. That's not gonna matter. All right, go to simulation. Okay. Run that right quick. Just simulate. Just press play.
I got to find my play button. There we go. Uh-oh.
What the
I have
hell?
both of them selected. Well, it ain't selecting. It ain't doing them both.
What is happening?
Preview selected toolpath. It ain't doing it.
Click the one right above it. The one that's selected. 3D finish, clear.
Select all your two paths. Select the radio button for two paths. Put check marks beside both two paths. Not play.
There it goes. I'll see how much deeper it went there.
Okay. So
Well, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be because
when you're gonna
it's
cut
considered,
on profile that. So
yeah,
close that out and look at the time on that. So there you go.
39 minutes.
All right. So that's automatic. That's automatic gonna cut your time. So once you cut that out and you flatten, so on the other one, you take out that and you just flatten all that.
And this will be cut out of a separate piece of wood.
That'll be cut out. All you need to do is assign a profile cut on that outside vector line, and you'll cut that out. Go back to your 2D view. Go back to your 2D view. Go back to your page, your sheet 1. You can go back to the drawings. You can go back to the drawings if you want to the drawing tab. Okay, get rid of that. Just take that out.
Take
All
this,
that, that whole thing.
the vectors and all,
Yep, everything. You want that clean.
but not the words.
Nope. Delete.
And delete.
Okay. And then on your finishing pad, you want on your close this out too. Sheet 1, you want to delete the tool paths. You want to delete the tool paths.
For
All
the pop
3D finish. Just your 3D finish.
3D. Okay.
No, you need to actually select them. And you need to select them. Yeah.
I can delete
That one too.
visible. Delete. Let's see.
Delete all the way to the bottom.
Delete all visible.
No,
Just this.
Oh,
do this. Delete.
okay, because they delete the ones on the other sheet too.
Yep.
Delete this. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what you want to do, close that out.
This file lately?
Yeah, good point. Have you saved this file lately?
No, I haven't. That give me a reason to go back and rewatch this.
Milo to the rescue.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say, yeah.
Go ahead and save that file.
Go ahead and save it.
Go as far as you're willing to lose before you save it.
Yeah.
They don't have auto save like SketchUp does.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, they do have save iteration though.
All right. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to recalculate all that. Just close that out. Just close that out. Close that out. Go up there and recalculate. Everything. Yeah. It don't matter. And then when you finish, check the
time.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm keeping track.
3 hours, 11 minutes, 26 seconds.
So 44 minutes.
Yep.
You guys are making me some money now.
We love to hear that. We need to get that quote so we can put it up and say, you guys are making me some money. Yeah.
There you go.
You put that on a short.
Yeah.
Make a short video.
Yeah.
I was looking at that today. What's it called? There's a thing for YouTube where you can automatically create shorts. It's like $7 something a month. You take your long form videos and make shorts out of.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. That's just, I mean, and you can speed it up too. Like I said, if you get your letter spaced out some more,
yeah,
bit to go right in there.
Keep playing. Yep, I'm gonna rewatch this video tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Easiest quick change that will get you even lower from here is changing that font to something that doesn't bunch up on you like that, in those tight little corners.
Yep. So let me go back over this. So on sheet 2, I would I would do all this on the actual sign, and
Mhm.
then what I cut off of that 8 foot sheet, I would come in here to this 3D sheet, throw that on the machine, cut that, and
Mhm.
then do a profile cut, and cut that out, and
Mhm.
just take this and glue it to that. Yeah,
Yep.
that's that right there.
Yep.
That's the deal right there.
Trying to
Yep.
tell you.
Yeah, that's the way it works. I
Yep,
Hmm.
mean, I do it all the time, especially if I got a big project. It's easy to work like that. If anything mess up, your
It's just
concept
that
is
one
not.
small part
Yeah, it's just
that you got
that.
to redo.
Yep.
and what blows my mind is you guys probably figured this out yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But others, we're standing on the shoulders of giants, folks who came
Yeah,
before us, and
yeah.
why are you doing it that way? You know?
Right.
And
Yeah,
and a lot of times, people that's never done it before, they just go in there and they're doing it for the first time. They do it the easy way right off the bat because their mind's wired that way,
Yeah.
yep.
and you don't even realize it. You're just like me. I was jumping through all kinds of hoops, and you guys say, "Oh, why are you doing that?" It don't
Well,
make no sense.
a lot of times, the guys that get CNCs and stuff like that, they run their machine conservative.
Yeah,
They,
very much
they'll
so.
look at it, they'll look at a bit like this and they'll think, oh, I can't run that, as fast, it may break. But that's not necessarily true. If you run it at the right speeds, it'll handle it. Like
Yeah,
Yep,
technically you
get the
could
chip
take,
load right. Yep.
yeah, you could take an 1/8 inch bit and you can run it full depth, you
yeah.
know?
You want like it. That goes back to my sawmill days when me and my dad had a sawmill. That was one thing that they taught us when we went to train to use it. They said you want to hear that machine work. If you're not hearing it work, you're just wasting blades.
Hmm.
You want it when you cut into that log, you want it to hear it bog down a little bit. You don't want it to choke off or nothing, but you want it to, if it's not, groaning, not complaining a little bit, then you're not doing it right. You're not going fast enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's
It's all about
perfect.
tool proficiency, you know. And like I
Yep.
said, different softwares handle things a little different, but you can't go wrong with Vetri. Like it has enough tools in there, especially when it comes to making signs. It has the tools in there.
Yep.
A lot of stuff you have to think about how to do it, how to think outside the box. Um,
Yeah.
I look at some of Cal videos, and that's what he has done. He kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know where the stuff that he does is not even in the manual, so I don't know where he's getting his knowledge from.
Yep.
Like,
I learned something from him
yeah,
today.
because I'm like, okay, a lot of that stuff I know, but that's
We
not
need
his
to get him
manual.
on.
I've
Has
read the
he ever
manual.
Hmm.
has he ever been on here? We need to get him on here. I know he's
Yeah,
on IDC Woodcraft quite a bit,
yeah,
but
but
Well,
it's
he's a
just,
member of the group. He could come if he wanted to.
oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So it's just about playing with it, and I've learned a couple of tricks and how to, like that the one I told you about plunging. I learned that from Milo when we
Hmm.
talked. He told me like, man, lower the number. Yeah, sure enough, I mean, the first time I did it, it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
The machine
See,
did it so fast. I was like, oh crap! I
that
never
long
looked
the
at the
long
table.
ramp in length would work for something like we have a fly cutter. It's got insert
Inserts.
tooling,
Mhm.
and it's got those screws on it that you tighten the cutters up with.
Right.
So if you had you could go down deeper with a longer ramp in,
Ramp.
and it wouldn't just gouge right into those screws.
Well, not that. We're talking about where I told you to change your rapid Z from,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you got,
yeah,
your point two
Hmm.
five, and
yeah,
then, it goes down to, the smaller number, 0.03. In Vetrit, by default, they tell you keep those numbers the same. Well, those are conservative moves for people that's not really risky with their machines. They're kind of
hmm
learning. Because,
Mhm.
like I said, if you got a machine that's capable of running 1,000 inches per minute, when it ramped like that, it would definitely scare you. And
Yeah.
it does it so fast, like you could forget hitting the old
Oh
crap
yeah.
button. It's
Yeah.
it's too
Yeah.
late.
It's
I've
like,
I've
oh,
seen
we're gone. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
And
I've seen
yeah.
that happen, just come get out, go forget to take the flip flop jig, the aluminum flip flop jig off, and all of a sudden it just
Mhm.
right into it. You don't even have time to react.
Bill, I meant to message you today. I ran across a guy here in Jacksonville. He posted he has a 13 horsepower HSD spindle, brand new, $500.
Hmm.
I was like,
What is
that's a
that per
little big.
kilowatts?
Huh?
Is that what?
11?
11 kilowatts?
Yeah.
Wee.
That's
Yeah.
about that's about a 50 pound
Yeah.
spindle.
Don't think I could. I'm not sure my Joe's CNC could lift that. Uh, it probably could, but
It's
um,
about that big. It's
yeah.
about
Yeah.
that
That's
big.
about the size of that thermwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went on a Betsy. He said he bought extra for a Betsy.
What? Biesi?
Yeah, a Betsy, but he
Yeah.
never used it, and it looked pretty brand new. And
Oh yeah.
I
And
assume
auto tool changer, no less, too.
I assume it was a ATC
Yeah.
because it did have air fittings in it.
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
can't see no manual tool change on a machine like that.
Send me the link anyway. We'll see.
Hey, you can
Yeah,
always buy it and resell it to somebody
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend that bought something by accident on an auction, and it was something, and he was just bidding, and he got it, and realized that it wasn't what he was actually bidding on. So he tells the guy that he got it from, or the auction company, and they said, well, said I know somebody that wants it if you want to sell it, and he didn't even put his hands on it. He made like $800-900 off of it.
Mm.
I
Mm,
forget what it was now, but oh, it was some kind of air compressor. It
Yeah.
was an
It
air
can happen.
compressor,
It can
like a
yeah.
happen.
50 horse air compressor or something like that.
I just sent it to you.
Hey, thank you. I was wondering what that sound was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
when I saw it, I was like, what can I build to accommodate that? Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, we want to see the router you make, the table you make, and everything for that spindle.
Well,
Yeah.
there's another guy here that's selling a five, I want to say it's a 5x10. I don't know what brand it is. It's a 5x10 ATC machine. He wants $10,000 for it with the vacuum pumps and everything. Has the
Yeah.
Becker pumps
Yep.
and
Wow.
everything. Yeah, I think it's like a 2009 maybe. Yeah,
Yeah. Probably a lot
that
of
would have
life
been
left
nice.
in that.
I have no room for it, but that would
Me
have been
either.
nice. Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
been nice just to have, 10 grand, you know.
Yeah. It's rare to be able to fit a 5x10 in a two-car garage.
Right.
Mine don't even have the ceiling height for that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Uh,
uh, anyway, we have gone over time on this, but
oh,
I'm still waiting to hear from Milo.
oh,
What you
Oh,
got,
sure
Milo?
does. I was just sitting here listening because I late to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
oh,
making kitchen cabinets, and now I'm doing through dovetail drawers on a vertical clamp. So making a bunch of dovetail drawers right now.
Very
okay.
cool. Scott, you can stop sharing if you want. It's
Oh,
that green
oh,
button
oh,
on
oh.
the bottom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we tired of looking
There
at
we
the
go.
project.
You
yeah,
kind of tired of looking at me.
yeah, you need to send us our commissions.
Yeah.
Consulting fees.
We
Yeah,
saved you a lot of money.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
you did.
Shop time, cut it in half. Yeah,
All right.
you know. Oh
And
man.
when you plan on 4 hours, it's going to take 6.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. But that six
Probably.
hours was really 12. So
Yeah, yeah. You're right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be disappointing going there expecting it's only going to take six hours and it winds up taking you 12 and you got to stay there for another six
I'm used to
hours.
it all. I'm used to it. When I go out in the shop, oh, I want to be out in the shop for a few minutes, and then I come out, it's dark. I'm like, what the heck? How long was I was out here? You know. So
Yep.
I was going to say, you got the scale factor correct, or
I think I've got it pretty close. I
3D. Have you done 3D yet?
Yeah, I probably should take that up some. Um, I've done one 3D, but it wasn't a good example. It was a first time thing, so it probably wasn't a good. I would have to put probably double that to get it to the right scale factor of what it actually took me on the 3D card that I did do. But that was just, you know, I was way off on my settings and stuff like that. Just
But
I
the good
wound up
news,
throwing the
Scott,
piece away.
hmm,
the good news, Scott, is now when you're doing the estimation on the 3D, you're only doing it on that small section of
Oh
how to
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
not the 4 by 3 or whatever.
all
So
right.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, you remember I was telling you about the resolution on a job that size. So
hmm
yeah, just
That's a big difference. It really is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful.
I was watching the video. I don't know who it was. It might have been Mark Lindsay. He was talking about that. Basically what we done, but doing it on the part. Not doing it on a separate piece of wood, isolating it and changing the scale factor, or not the scale factor, but the resolution, isolating it somehow. I don't know how he was doing that, or he didn't. He didn't get into it. He was just talking about it. I believe it was on one of his live streams.
I don't
So he
know.
didn't get into a whole lot of detail.
You have to watch a lot of these content creators. A lot of
Yeah.
them is theoretical and not actually practical.
Mm.
Mark's pretty good.
Mark
Yeah,
is
I seen
good.
some of them. I watched them grow. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I listened to. He would just did one not too long. What he was. It was one that was real popular. I just watched not too long ago. Yeah.
Um, there's several good content creators who actually um, know what they're talking about and go into the detail and the why.
Mm-hmm.
They teach it, and those are worth so much. But they're a lot of times you just get the guy who bought the insert machine brand here, and he's cutting his first piece, and he's telling you about it, but he's doing a lot of things wrong, or
Yeah.
a lot of things slow. And unless experienced guys like us who've been using the software and the machines for a while say something, you could waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
Could be
Yeah.
years before you pick up on any of
Yeah.
these tricks.
I'm still learning. I mean,
No,
I'm
me
right.
too. I learn
Yeah.
every day.
I mean, I
Yeah.
go like right now. So, and I backtrack. So, like, I might go months of doing something, and then I come right back to the basics, and I
Hmm.
start reading again. You know, and I do that. Like right now, I'm doing. I'm going back to. I got my CNC workbook, which is like one of the. It's like a college
Hmm.
that they use. So right now I'm going back, I'm reading that. Um, I'm going back and reading my ShopBot manual, and operation. So I stay refreshed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's lots of good things to check out, and
yeah. So I keep,
you know,
I go back. Yeah.
you-
Oh, that's a
GD&T.
GD&T. Okay.
Yep, general dimensions and tolerancing. All
That's
that.
important. That's, man, shoot.
Yeah,
Send me the ISBN of that.
you
I
got it.
probably need to go back and
Yep.
read some of that stuff.
So
Uh,
yeah, I mean, there's lots of books out there that'll get you going, and lots of videos too.
yeah.
Uh, just to make it relatable uh, to something else. and this is an example of why we live in wonderful times. When I was a kid or whatever, if it wasn't in the Encyclopedia Britannica or, whatever, you really couldn't learn it without finding an subject matter expert, like a professor
Right.
somewhere or a machinist somewhere to learn stuff. Now we got YouTube. We
Yeah.
got all these groups, Facebook groups and everything where this information that's out there. We got school, which is another platform where we can learn all of this stuff. But my brand new high tech RC radio,
That's your
and
spindle. You got to call it a spindle.
yeah, this radio that I bought from Free Sky. If it wasn't for the YouTube content creators telling you how to program all of this stuff, I would have sent it back instead of being fallen in love with this thing because it can
Right.
do so much more than my previous one. It's them putting out the knowledge that they gain on how to do the simple, mundane things, and us putting out the knowledge that we've gained on how to do the simple, complex, or whatever stuff that we do in the CNC. That it makes all the difference. Learning now than when I started in 2009.
Right.
Yep.
Just
I
totally different.
believe that if they had the technology when I was coming up going to school, I would have had a much higher IQ than what I do now. I mean, you know, because it's just so much easier to get information. Before you had to go to the library, so you had to beg your mom and dad to take you to the library, and you had to go look up and this, that, and other, and read through, how many, like you said, encyclopedias, all that boring stuff.
Hmm. And our kids, all they do is they hold up their phone, and there it is,
Yep.
with them 24/7, except they're watching,
I,
um,
I
social
mean, a lot
media
of
videos.
yeah, a lot of people
TikTok.
think that's bad because it's so easy. They think, oh well, they're not exercising their brain, but I think they are. It's just you
A
got
different way.
more information at your fingertips. You learn how to figure out stuff, how to find stuff
I
and
definitely
answers and
spend
stuff.
I spend a lot of time on social media. I'm
Me
posting,
too.
I'm answering
Who am I
questions,
kidding?
stuff like that. Huh? What'd you say?
Me too. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't watch no sports neither. So, one of my friends always pick at me like, that's un-American. How you don't watch football? For what? How you don't know how to run a CNC machine? You're a
Yeah,
35-year veteran in carpentry that build cabinets. How you not know how to run a CNC machine? You
yep,
know, I I do. I
Hmm.
mean, so I don't watch sports. So you sacrifice what your passion is. And that's my passion. That's what I enjoy doing. I love animation, automation. I love automation and I love working on stuff, helping people when I can, troubleshoot because I know some people got machines, come from, China or whatever. They have to wait till 7 o'clock to try to get an answer, where they know they can actually pick up the phone or FaceTime me, and say, hey, Tal, can you help me with this? And if I'm familiar with it, I'm like, boom, I can get them back up and running, within 5 or 10 minutes,
Yep.
you know, and
yep,
it's soothing, so it's like, okay, not only that, it helps you learn because now what you're learning, you're putting it in practice.
Hmm.
You know, if you don't put it in practice, then it's in vain to learn it. Just knowing it and not, being able to use it is
Yep.
useless. So I just reading, and that's one of the major things with this type of field. You have to read. You can't You can look at the videos, they'll help you, but a lot of videos already assume that you have some type of knowledge of what you're looking at. When
yep,
I started, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know what the bits were, the difference between a straight bit from an end mill or what. I didn't know the difference. And I
Hmm.
had to learn. I mean, like I said, the first time I ran into it, I ran across Bill. That's who I follow. When I first got into it, I knew nothing else. I followed his videos and then I just kind of piggyback off of that and started just looking at everything on CNC. Didn't care what manufacturer or whoever, and just kept going from there. And it became a rabbit hole.
And for
And
me, it was Joe Cantrell.
okay,
I
yeah.
started looking at what he was doing, and Kurt Hammond.
And
Even
Norm Abrams.
yeah, no,
I'm surprised he don't
yeah,
have a CNC.
he probably does, or did. I'm not sure if he's still alive.
Yeah, he's alive. I saw a
Yeah,
video about
cool.
him today.
Yep.
He's not on TV anymore, but he's
Yeah.
still kicking.
But I got a question for the group. Okay, we just went through all of that. Now there's four of us here. We all have been in CNC for a while. How many people learned at least two new things today in this session?
I was late.
Something you don't
Milo's
know.
the teacher.
What?
Huh?
So yeah,
Milo is the teacher.
yeah. It's like the sheet thing when you were in the sheet. Move to sheet 2. All right. I knew the sheet stuff was there, but I hadn't used that one feature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, or the
Uh,
play button.
yeah.
Yeah, I know the
I
play
used.
button's there. The pause
Yeah.
button's there. Fast forward's there.
Yeah.
But I always thought you had to go and click on preview toolpath.
Yeah. Yeah. The other one was the control preview. Yeah,
Yeah, I never
it's
knew
been
that.
there
That
for probably quite a while, but
Yeah,
I hadn't
it's
used
been
it.
there since I want to say 9, if I'm
Yeah.
not
and
mistaken.
it's almost instant. You can see, you can see the results that you're after,
Hmm.
as far as, where your cutter's cutting. You can't actually see the cutter cut, but it all has its, and it's amazing to me how the engineers, they probably thought about that. Somebody did, had to, it wasn't just
Hmm.
something that happened, you know.
Mhm.
Yep. Well,
Yeah, I like it because you can actually, if you click on each one of your tools, you could tell what path it took and what it did in the
hmm
previous path.
Hmm.
yeah.
So you could tune it for that. I use it a lot, especially when I'm doing well, I guess you could say tool compensation, but
Yeah.
that you can really have tool compensation. But when you do your allowance, pretty
Yeah.
much, that's what I use it for.
Yep. There's axial and there's radial allowance. You know.
Hmm.
Anyway. Yeah. And they they allow you to make cuts oversized or undersized or adjust the size. Pretty much on the fly. Um, there's so much there in the program that we take for granted, but it's an amazing piece of software. And here's the last point I want to make, Scott. On your sign, if you were an independent businessman and you were charging for that sign, how much do you think you could get for that sign?
Well, it would be a minimum of $500 plus material. I mean, because you
Uh,
figure,
which is kind of low.
oh,
You're
that's
you
not even
you're
counting paint.
doing it like yeah.
You still got to paint it too, so
Here's
you
my
got to,
thing. What's VCarve cost? 700
yeah.
bucks,
Yeah, about
roughly.
It would
700.
be at
Seven
least
hundred bucks.
it would be that's a seven hundred
You
dollar
could
sign
pay
all
for
day.
VCarve in that one sign project.
Yep,
Just from that, and you'd be profitable because we saved you over half your time
yep,
that you were originally going to take to do it.
So
yep.
you could
Yeah.
upgrade me to expire.
Yep.
And that 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 price wasn't including doing the 3D modeling. The
Okay.
actual
Yep.
getting the because that I mean that wasn't that hard because of AI and all that. But that's one thing I'm waiting for Vector to come out with is their AI thing. I think
Yep.
it's going to be a charge by use thing though.
I
I
think it's
don't
gonna be a
think.
token. It's gonna be a token thing, like
Yeah,
just like Maker Plus or Carco. Yeah,
Yeah. So it should be interesting.
yeah.
they'll
But
give you so many tokens. I
that's
know
the
I
whole
have to
point.
wait 24 hours every time I use Sculpt OK. You get 10 credits a day.
Hmm.
Um, but I
If you're
started out with 100 and I used them up in about 10 minutes.
mhm. if you're
Didn't
using this
realize what I was
software,
doing.
if you're
I
using
was,
this software to do real work, it's not expensive. It's
No,
not
it's not.
costly, and it really is
Yeah, you
probably
can
one
get
of the best purchases you'll make.
like 500 credits for $15 on Sculpt OK. You know, that's pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've, I've
So,
I've dabbled a little bit in the AI, and I know you really have to understand how to prompt.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You really have to. That's the whole key is learning how to prompt.
hmm
Because if you miss one thing, it would throw your whole image off.
hmm
Yeah. But it's good. I've tried it. I've tried it, and I'm pretty impressed with it. And I know it's growing. A lot of people using. A lot of people have been successful with it. I've seen a couple of images and things like that that really high resolution. And I'm really impressed with it. Yeah.
yeah. I used Copilot to get the image for that kitchen there, and I used prompts for that, and just told it I wanted a bas relief, uh, grayscale image,
Okay.
and that's what I plugged into Sculpt OK. I just dropped that image in there, and that's what it spit out. What you see
Hmm.
there. I didn't take it into Blender or anything like that. I could have. I probably should have. I know I could probably clean it up quite a bit. But it worked okay.
That's
all
good.
right. Well, gentlemen, it is 9:30.
All right.
We gave him a bonus half hour today because the content was just so good we couldn't let it go. Uh,
Yep.
if you'd like to join us next time, we do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Um, I will probably take the time to make a splash screen for this episode because it's that good, I think, and put it up on YouTube. Um, any closing thoughts, guys?
I
Nope.
appreciate your help. I really do. I mean,
Always,
this,
always welcome.
It was
Yeah.
nice to go through that. So thank you, guys. You have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
alrighty.
Have a
You
good
guys
one.
have a good one.
See you guys.